Facebook friends and family. How are you guys doing today? I hope that everyone is doing wonderful and swell per usual on this good Saturday morning. It is currently June the 14th, I believe. Yes, 2025, and it is 8:08. Well, now it's 8:09 a.m. here in Detroit, Michigan. I'm just now getting up. I'm finna get ready to brush my teeth and stuff. But I figured I'd put this piece of hair down first because it woke up sticking up like alfalfa. I slept pretty good last night. After Lily's graduation or whatever, I had ended up coming home and the big kids had went to their friend's house. So it was just me, Mally, and Mari here or whatever. And I had went outside to take the garbage out because I had to clean up. Cut it out! They barking at the neighbors. I had to clean up. Hold on. Go lay down. Go lay down. Cut it out. It's too early for that shit. I had ended up going to take out the trash because I had to clean up the mess that the dogs had made, which I still need to clean up because I had got a little tired. So me and the boys sat down and ate this pizza and some snacks and shit, and I went the fuck to sleep at about 12 o'clock last night. I tried to stay up as long as I could because I was watching my friend's son. So, well, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I was watching my friend's son or whatever. So I was trying to stay up as long as possible, but after about 1 o'clock in the morning came, I figured he was spending the night, so I was going to fuck to sleep. So yeah, but prior to that, I had went to take the trash out, and one of the neighbors was like, "Come here, you look like you need a drink or whatever." I'm like, "I look like I need a drink?" He's like, "No, you look like a woman who I would like to buy a drink." And I'm like, "Oh, okay," or whatnot. He's like, "Come to the liquor store with me, blase, please." So I get up, go to the liquor store or whatever. We just chopping it up, normal, casual conversation, just talking about little shit or whatever. And then I'm like, "Oh, you smoke or whatever?" He like, "No, you smoke though. We can go to the dispensary." So we had ended up going to the dispensary, which was a nice little minute. He took me to a dispensary that was far out or whatever. Not too far, but decent enough. It's like a, 25-minute drive or whatever. So we just chopping it up, talking or whatnot. Then we had stopped at the store and he had told me to get some snacks. I'm like, "Oh, well, some more snacks." I'm like, "Oh, no, I don't really need any, but I can grab some for my boys or whatever." So he like, "Yeah, get the kids whatever they need. That's cool, blase, split." And I had already knew that my friend was bringing pizza, but he had offered to buy them dinner yesterday too, which was kind of clutch or whatever because they needed to eat something anyway. But he had ended up buying them enough snacks like juices, chips, whatever they had needed from the store to go along with the pizza or whatnot. He had bought me a little drink or whatever, and got me like an ounce or whatnot of weed per se. So that's pretty cool. You just chopping it up or whatnot. But he was telling me like, he don't know what it's like to struggle and blase split. And I'm like, that's a good thing. A lot of people don't know what it's like to struggle. And he was like, because I always had my mom and dad, like I could always rely on them even if I needed them too. And like I was selling dope and stuff back in my day, blase split. And I'm like, that's a good thing. And I'm like, my life is different from a lot of people though, because my mom was very sick when she was alive. She died at 32 years old and I was only 14 years old. And I'm like, that was my main support system. And after my mom died, I lived with my grandma, but my grandma was sick and she was on a fixed income and it wasn't really much she can do for us financially, but she gave me all the love and support that I needed that way. However, she died when I was 24 or whatnot. And I'm like, I didn't really know my dad. Shit, I went to go really meet him when I was 26. He died when I was 28. So as far as having parental support and shit like that, that's not something I can really vouch for. Granted, my baby daddy, he had his mama or whatever, and that happens to be my kid's grandmother. And up until like my oldest child was about 11 years old, I was close to their grandmother or whatever. And if I needed anything, I can call and ask her. But I haven't talked to her in 6 years. You know, so anything I do, I pretty much do on my own, unless I ask my brother or my baby daddy Al come through and do something for his kids. But for the most part, it ain't nobody doing shit for me or whatever. And I'm like, but it's a good thing when you can say that you don't know what it was like to struggle, or that, you know, you always had support if you needed it. I said, because a lot of people don't. I said, but that's why now that my kids are out of school, and I got one that's graduating, one that's going into high school, one that needs to finish up high school, and two that are still kind of young. Like Mally's just finishing up kindergarten. Mari's about to get ready to go to the 5th grade, and then he'll be going to middle school. So now is the time, like, I feel like I need to be able to do all the things that I need to do so that my kids can be straight. Like if Lex decides she want to go to college or something, or she just needed to buy a car and stuff like that. Now is the time where I've learned about credit. I want to teach my kids about credit. I want to teach them about different things and stuff like that. So if they need me, that they can rely on me. But for the most part, they'll be independent or whatever. And it's good to be independent, even if you have support. Because again, just like me, your support can die at the drop of a dime. And you need to know what the fuck you doing. So while people be talking about, oh, because back in the day we used to do this and we used to do that. Well, in this day and time, you need to know how to support yourself without nobody helping you. Because family ain't shit sometimes. Friends be foes sometimes. And you need to be able to know what it's like to depend on nobody but yourself and God, which is within you. But that was making me think of my friend LaShawn. And I told him that yesterday. I'm like, listening to you talk makes me think about my old friend LaShawn or whatever. And that was making me think about one of my other friends. And she was saying like how her baby daddy never wanted her to meet his side of the family because he said his family was just real fucked up or whatever. And I can understand that. But I had a friend like that too who ain't really want me to meet his family because his family was all bougie and stuck up, and he just thought that I wouldn't blend in. But it seemed like every time I turn around, I'm meeting this nigga's motherfucking family one way or another. And that was just so funny to me because as I was sitting on the toilet this morning using the bathroom or whatever, I was just thinking that like it'd be crazy how niggas don't be wanting me to meet their family because they know their family gonna be thinking something different of me or whatever. But it just turns out that I keep on meeting their family, even not through them introducing them to me though. You know, sometimes two people or two bloodlines is just meant to come into alignment with each other. Just like it be two bloodlines that can be in rivalry with each other, sometimes it's bloodlines that's supposed to align with one another or whatever. And I remember saying this one time, like, shit, this nigga act like he ain't want me to meet his family, but it seemed like I keep on bumping into the uncles and the motherfucking cousins, so shit, I might as well have met the family anyway, because your whole family want to fuck with me regardless. So, I don't know, it's something about that. But I'm hearing you about to be blessed. You about to be blessed. You about to be blessed. And the man kept telling me yesterday, like, you're just so beautiful to me. Blase explained, I'm like, oh, you know, well, thank you. And he's like, why you don't act like you are? He was basically asking me, like, why don't you act as, he was basically saying, why don't you act as if you are as beautiful as you are? And I was telling him, like, well, I think that I am beautiful. And that's why when people give me compliments and things like that, I always say thank you and stuff. However, it was at one point in time I used to have low self-esteem. And not because I really thought I was ugly, but I always tell the story about like going through school with teeth and like the gap and people talking about you and stuff like that. And I was never a skinny girl. I always kind of been thicker than a Snicker. Even though right now, baby. That's what I'm saying. He bought me a drink yesterday, which I did get it or whatever. But I was drinking it, you know, real slow, mixing more juice than liquor and stuff like that because I can't do too much. I can't do too much. You never know. I don't know what I got going on. I can't do too much. I always stay in my limits or whatever. However, I'm going to smoke me some weed. Not even trying to be funny. I smoked the whole 9 months. So I was pregnant with Malachi. And Malachi is very smart, very healthy, very alert, and all types of shit. And I had to anyway. I ain't going to say I had to, but for the first 6 months of my pregnancy with Mally, I was throwing the fuck up. I couldn't hold no food down if I didn't smoke. And I had lost 30 pounds the first 6 months of my pregnancy. I didn't start gaining weight until I was after 6 months. That's why I said I was kind of little until I got about 6 or 7 months. I'm pretty much always like that when I get pregnant, though. I be kind of, you will be wondering, like, dang, is she pregnant or is she not pregnant? Is she pregnant? Till I be like 7 months, and then you be like, oh, boop, yep, there go the navel popping out or whatever. Plus, I got an innie. I always had one. So my navel don't never pop out when I'm pregnant. It just gets surface level. So I wasn't doing too much or whatever, but yeah. I feel like I'm about to really be blessed. And that's even making me think about when I said somebody gonna marry their baby daddy's cousin or whatever. Because I'm meant to be a part of this particular bloodline. And that is just so funny to me. But it's like, if I'm not going to get through the bloodline through my homie, I'm getting through a family member, a cousin, an uncle, or something like that. And it's not intentional for me, but that's the downloads that I keep getting or whatever. So I don't feel like flat ironing this hair out right now, but I needed to just let the leave out part down. But yeah, I'm about to be blessed. I'm here with a new house, a new car, period. Flat the fuck out. But yeah, I just wanted to jot that down in my digital diary. Like, somebody family be doing research on me. Like, who is that girl? Why did they want to leave this girl this? And who are her kids? And why we never met her? Who is this? I'm hearing like people ask questions. People are asking questions about me in somebody's family. So, I don't know. But I'm about to go out here and put me some bacon and sausage on this pizza, because that's how I was eating my pizza yesterday. It was so good too. Putting all this bacon and sausage on there with Parmesan and some crushed red peppers and shit like that. Some onions and everything. Baby, I really want some chicken. I need to go to the grocery store. But my brother ain't here at the moment. I want to eat me some chicken and some rice and gravy and green beans. That's what I want to eat. And I don't want to buy it from nowhere. I want to cook it. But I haven't been able to really go to the grocery store the last couple of days. Shit, the other day, me and the kids, I was waiting on Denzel to get here so long. Me and the kids I had sent them to the store to give me some noodles. And they got them some too, and some snacks and shit. And that's what we had ate for dinner, because I didn't have a chance to go to the grocery store too. But oh, and after I left the dispensary yesterday, the man let me keep the change and everything too. So thank you, that was clutch. And you know, that's why I say God always make a way out of no way. I know I'm gonna eat regardless, because he just do. I don't know. God just be like, oh, okay, Aaliyah and them kids need some food, so we gonna send somebody her way that's about to come through. He just do it every time. That's why I said, without a dollar to my name or nothing like that, I wasn't trying to be funny. I'm going to forever be taken care of, because God just always know what I need. He may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on time. I tell you, he's an on-time God. Yes, he is. I haven't been to church in like 3 years. I mean, my first time going into a church recently was just yesterday at my baby's graduation. The church has really took a toll on me. I had to step the fuck back and learn God myself, so I don't be deceived. Baby. Oh my gosh. Because I just got to keep on rubbing my stomach and all this. I swear I come on my period every month though. But I swear it's looking like I'm just getting more and more pregnant or something. And I'm talking about come on every month like clockwork. So that's why I'm looking at myself in amazement like this. And I don't be in pain or nothing. I don't got no tumor or no shit like that. I haven't even been getting the boils or whatever. I had one little tiniest boil or pimple that has been popping over the last couple of days or whatever. Oh shit, I almost showed my whole titty. But it's healing up now. So yeah. Somebody about to have twins or something, about to get double for their trouble. And I was just listening to a reading. My phone about to die, fuck. I was just listening to a reading that was talking about the same thing too. And I didn't share it because I just didn't, but I did comment under her reading. I'm like, this reading just got me so emotional because I had already channeled the same message. Like somebody about to get double for their trouble because they lost a baby due to spell work. Somebody hating ass family kept on doing spells on them so that they would lose their baby. Now they about to have two, double for their trouble. And this person about to have everything that they need to be able to take care of these babies because it's God's plan. And that just is making me cry, but anywho, I love you guys. My phone's about to power off, so I'll talk to you guys later. I'm about to go find me something to eat. But we still got boxes of pizza and stuff left too. I really want some chicken. When Dizelle get here, I'm going to the grocery store. But yeah, I'm a little bit nauseous. I might eat some noodles first and then eat something else because I've been eating a broth. All right, love you guys.